Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day. And it's had a good day so far. Another day where we get to wear the robe. We had another great day. As always, I'll go over all the plays and the picks from the last video at the end of the video. But we have a pretty big MLS slate. As I'm recording this video, Prize Picks only has maybe 3 of the games up. Not even half of the games are up right now. And it's already late, so I didn't want to delay the video even later than I had to. So I went ahead. I'm going to post it. I have one money line play, one player prop play. But if I do have any more plays, which I do anticipate having, they will be in the pinned comment more than likely tomorrow when all the plays are out. So if you do want more plays, again, keep an eye out for them. They will be in the pinned comment. But other than that, I'll just get straight into the plays. The one player prop that I have for now is Gabriel Pirani to go higher in 2 shots away from home for DC United, going up against New England Revolution. First of all, he's averaging 3.18 shots per 90, so he's averaging over 3 shots. We need him to take at least 2. He's a versatile player as well. He takes 30 with his right and 12 with his left, and he's also a long shot taker. He's taken 23 from outside the box and 20 from inside the box. And in games in which he's played at least one half, or at least more than one half, he's had 2+ shots and 77% of games so far this season. 10 out of 13 games, he's had at least 2 shots. And he has a great matchup here against New England, who allow, on average, the second most shots to opponents at 15. So he has a great matchup. So New England's just not a good defensive team. They allow too many defensive gaps. They actually played in May. Pirani didn't play. He came off the bench. And DC still managed to take 20 shots without him. Now that he starts, he'll get those opportunities. And if DC take 20 shots, he easily gets at least 2. Even going back to last season, Pirani only started 33% of games. He played 33, only started about 13, I believe, and he still managed to average around 3.12 shots per 90. So he is a shooter. And then in the game that I mentioned earlier this season, back in May, he only played 9 minutes off the bench. So he barely had any time to play. And last season, he started against them in both times, and he went over in all 3 games, including the game in which he only played 9 minutes, with 8 shots, 3 shots, and 3 shots. And at 2.0, I think it's a great line and a good matchup here. So I like it. Gabriel Pirani to go higher than 2 shots. As always, before I get into the money line play, I would really appreciate it if you took a second to like the video and comment as well, whether it's just showing support. I love to read all you guys' comments, or if it's asking questions about soccer, because I know a lot of you guys that don't actually watch soccer and just make these bets because I'm the one posting them, which I really much appreciate. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos are out. Again, I try to post them as soon as I can, but a lot of the times, because it's soccer, the games are in the afternoon. They make the plays late, and then if I make them in the morning, they won't have time to make them. So I try to make them at night. And I also do let people know in my Discord, which is not a premium. It is completely free to join. Linked in the description, a good community over there. Again, I let y'all know whenever the video goes out public, and I do also post my plays there when the days that I don't post videos. Sometimes I do post my plays there on as well, and other people, a lot of knowledgeable people, plays their bets there as well. So you can tell them, you can put your plays as well. People can put your input, not just on soccer, MLB, WNBA. I know NFL season about to start up, so I know people are excited for that as well. So if you're interested in that, completely free. Link for that in the description. And I do also mention the public because the only form of premium that I have is my YouTube membership, which is linked in the description. It is for those that want to support the channel more and to get the content out even earlier. So if you're not a member, those that are, I already got this video and all the plays before everybody else. So if you're interested in that and want to support the channel a little more, link for that in the description. And all the pictures that you see on the screen is from a data app called Outlier. Link for that is in the description. Using my link in the description gives you a 7-day free trial. That's where all the pictures are from. Makes it a lot easier to find these plays as well. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. We hit the ladder challenge. I'll put those plays at the end of the video, but we hit that. Next thing to do is start all over again. There's no reason to extend it anymore. We hit our goal, so hopefully we can do it again. This is day 1. I got this for -108, and the first play is Chicago Fire to score at least 1 goal going up against LAFC. They're playing an LAFC set who's coming off those League Cup games, and they're playing 4 days after their last game, while Chicago have about 2 weeks of rest. So just rest-wise, Chicago have much fresher legs. They have been able to score in 6 straight games and 83% of games so far this season. 20 out of 24 games that they've been able to score, they've been able to hit the mark. And LAFC are a much weaker team away from home compared to home. Not even counting their goals, we're not worried about LAFC scoring. We're just worried about them conceding and Chicago scoring. They've gone from conceding 10 goals and 13 at home, so averaging less than a goal conceded a game, all the way to conceding 18 goals and 9 away games. So they go from conceding less than a goal at home to 2 goals away from home. And LAFC are a team that do like to play possession, but that doesn't really affect us because Chicago's a team that is strong on the counterattacks. And besides, it's LAFC, who's not a well-rested team, bad away from home, and playing a good offense. I expect them to at least let 1 goal in. So Chicago Fire to score, going up against LAFC. And the second play that I found for the play is both teams to score in the New England Revolution and DC United game. It's just 2 weak defenses going up against each other. New England have conceded in 67% of games. 16 out of 24 games they've conceded a goal, while DC have conceded in 84% of games. 21 out of 25 games. They played in DC back in May and they tied 1-1, so this play hit. And honestly, this doesn't even have to do much with New England scoring. It's more of whether DC scores or not, but I believe they will. When it comes to New England scoring, they're playing DC, who have the second worst defense in the league, conceding on average 2 goals at home. And obviously, well, I'm not gonna say obviously, but DC's defense is actually worse away from home. When they play at home, they concede on average 1.69 goals all the way up to 2.25 away. Well, and New England have been able to score in 71% of games, 17 out of 24 games. Their last 8 out of 10 games, and in 5 straight games at home so far. Scoring here would make it 6 straight. But on the other hand, DC have actually been able to score more consistently away from home compared to home. They scored in 52% of games at home, up to 64% away from home. And New England, while it seems like they have an average defense, conceding on average 1.5 goals a game, first of all, they still concede over a goal a game. But second of all, they actually concede the second most shots to opponents at 15, which I mentioned in the Pirani play. So I just expect this game to be a back and forth games. 2 defenses that make mistakes, but both teams capable of scoring. So it hit in the first game. I expect that to happen again. So I like both teams to score in a New England and DC United game. And this is a play that I have for day 1 of the ladder challenge for -108. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's plays. First of all, I mentioned the ladder challenge hit, day 5 hit. For -151, we had New York Red Bulls to not lose and Cruz Azul to not lose. And both of those games hit. Both of them ended in draws. But hey, we just needed them to not lose, so they came through for us. And I'll put a picture on the screen of all the plays that hit. Day 1 through 5 started with 25, ended with around 525. Obviously, this number might have fluctuated depending on what you got the juice at with each slip. But we hit. If I were you, I would just withdraw your winnings, keep 25, start over again, and hopefully we can do that again. So we hit day 5. We did great money line wise. And then player prop wise, I had 2 plays, but one of them did DMP, which was Emil Forsberg. He didn't start, but we had Rotondi. I had the shot demon at 1.5. Obviously, if you took just a 0.5 to be safe, that hit. If you took the demon, which was the play, that hit. And I also mentioned in the video, if you wanted just a normal payout, you could have took a shots assisted line, and that hit as well. So all of those Rotondi plays hit. So we had a great day. It was a 2-0 sweep last video, and hopefully we can carry on that momentum going on to this Saturday slate. I mentioned before, not a lot of plays. I do anticipate having more plays. Again, just most of the lines aren't even out yet, so I will be keeping an eye out for those. And like I mentioned, if I do add any more, it will be in the pinned comment in this video. So if you do want more plays, keep an eye out for those. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.